So this is part 3 of this particular series of videos I'm doing, and I'm going to go straight into our add plugin section, and I'm going to be typing in the famous word Elementor. Elementor provides us with a number of different options to generate content from, and when you've got your content, the first thing you're going to want to do is activate Elementor if you're working with this particular option. So I'm just going to connect directly here, no problems at all, and go straight to the site itself very quick. So once we've got Elementor here, we can see there's a bunch of things like templates. Templates are quite useful because when we go into templates, we can see something called wireframes, and wireframes have some advantages. I'm going to click in here and apply. You can see it's got lots and lots of content which we actually don't need. We're going to apply for the template section. It builds itself automatically, imports into our site, which is good. Bottom here, got it. Okay, so when we go into all pages, we now have a home page, and we're now going to edit that with Elementor. So beauty is this is free, which was really helpful. Ignore all that, we don't need that. What we do need is to go down to the bottom of the page here, go to select. You select your structure. Now you might have a different variation to me. I'm going for the nice and simple option here. I'm ignoring all of this right at the minute. I'm going for a very simple structure. So I'm going to click on here. I am going to go into HTML. I'm going to add the HTML into here, and potentially I will add that in there. And look at that, great stuff. The AI chat support 247 appears. Now at this stage I can go right to the top of the page and start deleting all this wonderful stuff that I actually don't need. Always happens, doesn't it? When you don't need the stuff, it's there. So you can delete it stage by stage, etc. Or you can take your container here and take it straight up to the top. So as it goes in, you suddenly see it magically appear at the top. We can publish. Now ignore this bit here, we would change that in another area. But what we have got is lots and lots of content right down to here, and we can get rid of the delete there, etc. I'm going to take you straight to the end result because that's the most interesting bit. When you've actually pressed the publish, etc., you can go directly into our home page. So let me just go through to here and enter and just start the page, and there you can see the end result. Right hand side we can scroll down and see a web page already set up with AI chat support 24/7. This will be sorted out and that will be cleared very, very quickly just by going into other key aspects, which I shall do in a minute. So often we'll find that we've got something like this here that we actually don't need, and sometimes if we go into our settings section we can see things like general, and we've got my WordPress blog, which we don't really need. We don't need my blog, and we certainly don't need my WordPress blog. We can release that. We can then save the changes. Worth checking on date and stuff like that if you need it, but overall this will then clear the site to be looking quite nice and attractive as a launch page. So if you're looking at launching a new site, new page, etc., it's there. We can automatically go into areas like this, get them edited to actually reach the next stage of our development. My name is John Fairest. Thanks for joining in, and see you on the next video.